Would you know what to do if you saw someone having a seizure? Well, a group of first graders in Ardmore didn't have time to answer that question when they noticed their teacher fighting for her life. Ms. Hodges' class will forever be known as heroes for their brave actions a few weeks ago, and today they were presented with medals and certificates from the Limestone County Sheriff's Office. Ayanna Willoughby will tell us more on what happened.
Hey Julia, this happened just a few weeks ago. The students were having class as normal when they noticed their teacher doing strange movements, and it turns out Tracy Hodges was actually having a seizure. What our students did next is why they'll forever be classified as heroes.
I sat down and my vision got really blurry, and I thought if I stood up, I stood up and looked towards the door, and it didn't get any better, so I sat down. And one of my students sitting at the table, I couldn't even make out the children at the table. He asked me what was going on.
Tracy Hodges had just finished singing and dancing with her class. Within the next few minutes, she had what she later found out was a seizure. 7-year-old Caleb Pierce was the first student to notice what was going on. And what he saw was
her shaking.
Once Caleb and his classmates noticed that something wasn't right, they ran to get help.
Going to the nurse, get some help.
A move that helped save their teacher's life.
They said at first they thought that I was just playing because we had been singing and dancing, and when they saw me tremoring, they thought that it was just something I was doing. But then they realized that it was much more than that, and they had to get help. And several of them told me after they got the help, they went to the restroom and cried. And so I know it had to be hard on them.
Doctors told Hodges that she had what's called a COVID seizure. What's even more interesting is that she had no idea that she had COVID prior to the classroom incident because she hadn't had any other symptoms.
I was fine. I felt like I could come back to work. Of course, we were virtual Friday and Monday, but I felt like I could come back to work on Tuesday. But of course, I had to quarantine.
Although Hodges has been teaching for 28 years, this school year will definitely go down in the books. She's extremely proud that her students were able to spring into action so quickly.
I didn't witness my first seizure, someone having one, until 2 years ago. And at my age, it was frightening. I can't imagine how they felt, but they took the action that they needed to.
And her students are excited to pick up right where they left off.
How do you feel now? Happy.
Now, these Cedar Hill first graders will forever be known as Hodges heroes. What a brave group of 6- and 7-year-olds. They show us that true heroes can be any age. In the studio, Ayanna Willoughby, Fox 54 News.